1st of June. It's 5 p.m. We're doing a daily analysis for the London session onto TradingView, the British pound on the daily. We can see that we are in an uptrend and we have had a slight change of direction over the last couple of days, and this does seem to be going to the upside for at least up into this zone here. So we should be looking to be, or at least it's a lot safer to be buying. Either way, the conditions have been quite favourable, and selling is also okay. So if we're looking at the 4 hour, we can see how far apart the red and blue ribbon has been, and that's all but swapped over, and it's actually starting to go in the other direction now. So we can see this has completely broken the trend and is starting to go to the upside. So I'd be pretty safe to assume that we're going to be going up in a bullish environment, at least for the next maybe 3 weeks at this stage, unless there's a serious change and it comes back down into this zone here. But that's on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, we can kind of see our areas of supply and demand. We are currently right here. So to be honest, it's probably easier to show you on MT5. So if I go to my 1 hour here, we can see where it is right now, and we can see that has just touched that. But I've got this red line here, this horizontal line that lines up very nicely with this area of which is currently demand. All the way along there, hitting that's quite nice. And then directly below that, this other red line here, this is quite a nice area of demand as well. And so I've got my 4 lots of 2 spaced between that area. So on the 1 minute here, we can see that it's literally just touched the horizontal line, and it is now shot back up. So we're looking at $100 right now. But if it did come down, I'm expecting to go into this zone here and then return back. So yeah, as we can see here, that horizontal line lines up perfectly with this this peak, and that's basically where we're a high probability trade is going to be. As for a take profit, at the moment, I'm looking at this zone here, which is got these areas of interest, which could act as an area of supply. I guess we don't know exactly if this is going to go to the middle and go to the upside and do a bit of mean reversion, or if it's going to actually trend down. So because we are still early days in this this turning point, we don't know if this is going to actually continue to the upside, or if this is actually just part of a break and it actually coming down into this zone here. But that is the British pound for today. Very quickly, like I said, we're looking at trading this zone here, getting profit in around that zone that I've got set up, and opposite, depending on where the areas of supply end up, we're going to be looking at this zone, or depending on how the river pans out, this might actually be an area as well. But yeah, for the most part, looking at trading at the river, that's kind of what we're looking at. But going to the US 30, zooming in, can see that we're still in this downtrend at the moment. On the 4 hour, we are kind of right in the middle of this this area of interest that I've got set up, that this is dipped into. So yeah, it ranging between 33,100 and 32,700 is kind of what we're looking at. And at the moment, like I said, the conditions for this as well is also quite favourable to be buying as well as selling. Just trying to avoid any news that may be occurring, which we'll look at a little bit later. On the 1 hour, we can see that I've got this currently set up here as a little area of interest of supply, and this being our demand and anything in between. So on the 1 minute, this is what it looks like. So we are looking at selling in this zone, and we are looking at buying essentially in this zone. And if that breaks through, we will be looking at this zone here. That's kind of what we're looking at. So as we can see, these rectangle boxes are lined up with these areas here. That's a really strong trade, I think, there as a buy, and as a sell, same sort of thing, lining up with 2 days ago, the median, as well as these peaks just here. So we'll have to wait to see how the US 30 pans out for the session. Very quickly, we'll look at news. So it's currently 3:40. Nothing coming out until 8:15. So we've got a solid 4.5 hours of trading, which takes us to roughly 9:30, 10 o'clock. So hopefully the majority of my trading is done by then. But yeah, that's just something to be aware of. Outside of that, we'll take a quick look to see how this is going. We can see that it's actually entered the other trade as well. So that seems to be taking effect, and looks like that third one even may be going. But yeah, I mean, the key is from our lesson from a couple of days ago, is volume. Instead of having these at 3 to 5 lots, 4 lots of 2. Sorry, 4 lots of 2. That's obviously quite easily we can handle that. So yeah, that's going to be me for the night. We'll check back in tomorrow morning to see how it all panned out. Thank you.